Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Inside SexyPlus Clothing Boutique. Happy Tuesday to all of you. I hope you had a great weekend and braved the extreme cold that hit us. But you know what? Winter cold months means more cuddling and fireplaces if you have, and not shaving your legs till April. Yay! So that's me. That's my reality. I've got a lot to cover tonight. Oh, thanks for those people joining. Holler, say who you are. Give me a comment so I can see you there. Yeah, I've got a lot of content tonight. Very special guest, Sarah Taylor. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. How are you? So I've got Sarah Taylor as my very special guest tonight. We've got very interesting Trailblazer Tuesday. Shout outs to women who inspire us. Our favorite new arrivals. Gabrielle, thanks for joining. I'm very well. How are you? You've become quite a loyal viewer. I see you on every week. So thank you very much. Yeah, so we've got our favorite new arrivals, which we'll try on and demonstrate and model for you. We're going to pick the winner of last week's prize and let you know about this week's prize. Teresa, thanks for joining. Nice to see you. We're going to pick this week's prize, and guess what? By tuning into this Facebook Live, you're going to get the sneak peek info on our prize, which will keep increasing every week and getting better and better. We're going to talk about shapewear, and we're going to do a live demonstration with Sarah talking about shapewear. So if it's a mystical object to some of you may be experts at it like I am, but anyways, we're going to try to demystify shapewear, what that is, and get you a little bit more familiar with how this product can help you. Or if it's not for you, that's fine too. Hi, Monica. Oh my goodness, long time. Thanks for joining. After that, shapewear, we're going to talk about our upcoming guests on future Facebook Live shows and some events that are coming up. Remember to comment. We'll try to catch your comments. Gabrielle says, love your hair. Thank you. I actually should do a little bit of a demo. See the back here? There's like a clip that holds it up, right? So it looks like it's all fancy updo, but it's really this clip that just keeps that volume there, and lots of hairspray. So yeah, it's not au naturel at all. Very crispy. Look at this. This is one big block of hair. So yeah, remember to comment, share the video. That's how you get entered into the prize, and you also help SexyPlus Clothing reach new people as a small business. That's very important. We appreciate that. And give us some thumbs up when we say something you like, and don't give us thumbs down when we say something you don't like. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my special guest, Sarah Taylor. Come on over. There she is.
Hi.
Yay, welcome, Sarah. Thanks for joining today.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Katerina. Woo. Bunch of thumbs up from Kat. That's all Katerina. Sherry Lynn, thanks for joining. Look at all these people. Isn't that great? So yeah, Sarah is my special guest. She is a plus-size model, obviously. She's all over everything Sexy Plus, all my social media channels and my website. She is a blogger. She has a beautiful blog. She is a speaker. She is former Miss Plus Canada. She is a brand ambassador for a few brands. And she recently is the assistant editor at Fabu Plus magazine. So, and Sarah has a full-time job as well. So she's a busy girl, very passionate about fashion and the plus size and body confidence world, right? So Sarah, I just want to say before she tells you a little bit about herself, how I met Sarah when she won Miss Plus Canada in 2015, right? 2014, she sent me this very professional letter. Wow, look at all these people joining. Oh my God. Gabrielle says, hi, Sarah. Everybody's saying hi. Tina Rose, thanks for joining again. I know you were here last week. So yeah, Sarah in 2014 won Miss Plus Canada. and she sent me this very professional letter saying that she'd like to work with SexyPlus Clothing. And so that's how we met, and we have formed this amazing professional and personal relationship since then. We've both grown tremendously. We've been there through each other professionally and personally. So I'm so grateful for SexyPlus to have connected me with women like Sarah and so many amazing women in this industry. And I'm sure the same is for you, right?
Definitely.
Being part of this industry, you've connected with people that otherwise you never would have met, right?
Yeah, it's one of the best parts, I would say.
Right. All right, so tell us, Sarah, what have you got going on, and what are your goals for 2017? What can we look for from you?
Well, it's actually a pretty exciting time right now. So recently, as Steph mentioned, I'm the assistant editor at SexyPlus magazine, and in 2 weeks, we're actually headed to New York City. We've been nominated as top 30 hottest magazines in 2016 out of 790 magazines. So kudos to Shannon for starting this bad boy. So we'll be interviewing and shooting while we're there, which is really exciting. And in terms of what I've got going on my personal blog is I'll be continuing with some brands that I work with, and just when I blog, I really share about women and their hearts, and I share a lot about my past and my learnings. So there'll be some of that, but something that's really exciting that I'm launching is more on my YouTube channel. So I will be doing a weekly video, that's my goal, and just short 10 to 20 minute segments on a variety of topics. So I'm going to be looking to some of my followers to hear about what they want to talk about. So from beauty to fashion to matters of the heart to confidence, and I'll probably look at doing some more confidence boot camps come the new year as well.
And maybe dating?
Yeah, maybe dating too.
Maybe dating, yeah. Yeah, and that's really nice. I think that, social media is great. We've got Instagram, we've got like little videos and boomerangs and the stories on Instagram, we've got Facebook, but YouTube really allows people to get to know you on a different level. I think that hearing you speak, hearing some of your, less scripted content, right, when it's just live and it's just out there, I think that you're really going to connect with a lot of women and your fans on a more intimate level through your YouTube channel. So that's exciting. Yeah.
One other thing I'll mention too that's really exciting. I get a lot of comments from men about, well, why don't you talk to men about body love and loving themselves? So I'm actually going to be doing a feature with, I so far have 7 male blogger and models located across the states who I'm going to be featuring on my blog to talk about their journey to self-love and confidence. And when I'm in New York, I'm actually going to be shooting with one of the models. And we've got something really exciting planned. A little more risque than normal, but I think it's going to be really powerful, so I can't wait to share that.
And you mentioned that those guys will be talking about their journey. Will they also be talking about their insights on curvy women? Is that part of the dynamic?
I hadn't thought about doing that, but that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, because I think that's an important message to reinforce is that, diversity is what makes the world go round. Like I said the other day, we met with some Ryerson students and we were talking about beauty diversity. And I said, if you're a woman on an island and there's 10 guys that all look the same, and you have to reproduce, and that's not your type, who are you going to reproduce with, right? So whereas, that one may appeal to you, a different one may appeal to me, and so on. So I think that it's important for women to be reminded that a man's concept of beauty is not necessarily what we see in the media, and it's way more diverse. And I think that women need to hear that more so that they're not trying to live, when they lose 20 pounds or when they, get like work done or anything like that right now, they're beautiful to, thousands of people, and they may not be to another thousand, but that's fine. We need that in order for the world to go around, in order for this to happen. Right?
I think something too that I sort of approached with these guys too is we see so much body positivity and plus size female models in the media. Well, we're starting to see
a lot of men,
but we don't see men. So what's the impact on men not seeing their body types in media? That's kind of a bit of the angle that I've taken, but I think it's also a really great idea to talk about what they're attracted to in women as well.
And the diversity therein, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, everybody. Rebecca Northcott just joined. Everybody, Rebecca Northcott is an amazing portrait photographer in the Toronto area. So definitely if you're looking for some images for yourself or for professional purposes, hit her up, Rebecca Northcott. She's there. Noelle, thanks for joining. Yep, we're live. See, we just mentioned you. Yeah, thanks everybody for sharing. That's awesome. All right, so that leads me into my next segment, which is my trailblazer. Every week I like to talk about and feature a woman, whether local or international, who inspires me, who's making a difference in the either the fashion industry or as an entrepreneur, possibly even having nothing to do with fashion, although most of the ones that I follow and I know of are in the fashion industry. But it's just anybody who inspires, who's making some tracks, as a female who I admire. So this week's trailblazer is a Canadian model, and her name is Winnie Harlow. She's not a plus-size model. She's a young Canadian, born of an English mom and a Jamaican dad, and she was diagnosed with vitiligo at age 4. And what that is a skin discoloration condition. And so this is Winnie here, and I just think that she is so beautiful. And what I admire is the fact that she overcame a tremendous amount of, bullying and teasing. As you can imagine, I don't have any sort of visual feature that is as apparent as hers, and I underwent a lot of bullying. Did you?
Yeah, a lot.
So can you imagine that would be like exponential with such a visual trait? So she's become a spokeswoman for the vitiligo condition, and it causes white patches to appear across the body. And she's learned to be proud of who she is. I'm going to show you some more pictures here. She's gorgeous. Look at her, and she's become the spokesperson for, the brand ambassador for Dizzy Gal, which is accessories and fashion brand. And I mean, look at the photography, look at the imagery that she's putting out there. And I really think that she is changing the way the world views traditional beauty. Like, isn't that fantastic? Just a few more to show you here. And the photography on this is amazing as well. Lots of thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yeah, Katerina, she's gorgeous. She is, here, putting her on a pinto. I found this, I printed this picture on a pinto horse or pony, because it stopped and made me think, like, you'd never look at an animal with patches like that and think that they were outside of the norm. So I think that we need to adopt maybe more of that appreciation for natural beauty.
Yeah. And I think too, it just goes to show that when you believe in yourself, you can go after anything you want. And when you see your beauty, you can accomplish so many things. Right?
Excellent point.
Your dreams are as big as you want to make them.
Excellent point, because she was rejected by every single modeling agency in Toronto, and then decided to create her own social media presence, like many of us has done. Just work at it, and then she was noticed by Tyra Banks, and then Tyra gave her the platform to let her, work with some very high caliber brands. I'll quote from her. She says she feels like the industry is very much opening up, widening their eyes, and so that's precisely why she's my Trailblazer Tuesday, because of her strength, her persistence, her self-confidence, and her unique, mesmerizing beauty. Her website is officialwinnieharlow.com. Her Facebook is Winnie Harlow, and her Instagram is just @WinnieHarlow, and she has 1.5 million followers. So if I could do like the little emoticon that's this one or this one, right? Here's to Winnie. So tell me about your Trailblazer, Sarah.
Okay, so my Trailblazer, I actually met about a year ago online. She added me on Facebook. Her name is Jenna, and she goes by the Curvy Rebel. And I just really believe in her message, and she's stunning. So she's located in New York City, so I'm hoping to see her in a couple weeks when I'm there. But she is a model who is trying to challenge seeing plus-size women who don't necessarily have an hourglass shape. So that's something I don't have either. So it's great that we're seeing plus-size women in the media, but a lot of them have an hourglass shape, including a flat tummy. So she's recently done a post about challenging that perception. She's also covered in tattoos. So that's another reason why I really love who she is and that she's making waves and making a statement. So I just want to read something from a post from this photo that Steph just showed you as well. So this is what her post said. I've been planning this post for a while. I have some things I need to express, and I feel the picture depicts my feelings perfectly. Sometimes I look at plus models in general. All I see is obviously gorgeous girl with thick thighs, a flat stomach, and big breasts. I love how curvy women are making moves and things are evolving, but there are so many shapes out there. I have spent countless hours practicing poses that give me the typical hourglass figure, but at the end of the day, I'm thickest in my stomach, just like me, and I've always been that way. I've never had a flat stomach, and when I sit down, I have rolls. I think we need to stress the importance of showing all different body types, because showing only women with hourglass figures is just as bad as showing women just sizes 0 to 2. So I really believe in her message and applaud her for posting a photo like this that so many women would be so insecure to post. And as you can see in this photo, she's totally confident in who she is.
And she's so beautiful.
She's stunning.
And you're right. And it's individuals like this and bloggers, and I think small businesses also who are able to break the norm and put this beauty to diversity to the forefront. Because, like, as a blogger, you make your own rules. It's you, right? You know, as a model.
You get to decide the content you're putting out.
Exactly, and the same thing with a small business. Like, I remember when I worked for Wells Fargo, and I, wanted to put a marketing campaign together, I'd have to get approval from sales, legal department, risk, and then when I created my own business at SexyPlus and I wanted to work with a model, I was like, approved, right? Like, nobody else but me to approve it. So I think that with small businesses, you don't have to go through all this red tape and through this corporate, and to a certain extent, fear. They're afraid of, breaking the norm sometimes. So big shout out to her. Here's another picture of her at
New York Fashion Week. Tattoos and all that are not covered on the runway at New York Fashion Week. Not New York Plus Fashion Week, just New York Fashion Week. So total congratulations to you, Jenna. You totally rocked it, and I'm so proud that you are doing what you're doing and that you didn't hide. Because I know a bit of your story, that when you first started, you did hide your tattoos and you would cover them, but you are unapologetically who you are. And I think that's absolutely beautiful, and more of us need to take that.
Yeah, and I think that for me, I've always seen tattoos. It's almost like I don't see them because I just take them as part of the person.
Yeah.
Just like I often don't see their race. I see a person's energy before I see that stuff, right? And so I like the fact that more brands are putting tattooed models out there. Yeah, right, because you've got a lot of them, but yeah, it's who you are. It's part of your story, right? Yeah. Simone Denny just joined. Thank you. Laura Jones says beautiful. Steph D. Penn again joining. Thank you so much for tuning in, Stephanie. Ivory, hey, hot gals. Stop
I'm trying
it.
to keep up with you, Ivory. I'm not sure I have the same energy as you, but I don't think anybody can match that.
So yeah, special shout out to our trailblazers. Do you know her Instagram?
Yeah, she's the Curvy Rebel. So on Instagram and on Facebook, you can look her up as the Curvy Rebel.
The Curvy Rebel, just all together?
Yeah, all together.
Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, please go and follow these people because, let's support them, right? Well, thank you, Sarah. All right. Okay, so now we're on to, Ivory says I'm all for the tattooed models. Yeah, absolutely. Favorite new arrival. So in the past few weeks, what I would do is kind of awkwardly walk around with the phone and ask you guys to suggest something. But that was kind of awkward because there's a little bit of a delay, or I wouldn't know, like, if, somebody said the red one, I'm like, there's like 6 red ones. So what I've decided to do, and we'll give this a try this week, is I've already picked it out, so I'm just going to go over there and try it on for you. Excuse the noise while I unplug the phone. There we go. So I'm going to walk you over there. My favorite new arrival is the ornate gown. I hung it up here, and I'm going to try it on for you. Looks kind of weird hanging up because it's a wrap dress, so it hangs funny. but it's got this beautiful blue and black velvet on it, like burnt velvet, and then these black panels on the side. So I'm going to go into the change room and try that on. While I do that, I'm going to hand you over to Sarah, and she's going to talk to you about her favorite new arrival. Be right back.
Hey guys. Okay, so my new favorite arrival, I actually shot on the weekend. And I had my eye on this dress for a while, so I'm super excited to show it to you. So it is, look at this, it's a pineapple dress. So I posted it this week with a quote. So it said, "Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside." So something about pineapples is they look tough on the outside and they are rough sort of looking, but on the inside they're really sweet. And I think it's really important for women to be strong, not necessarily be super tough, but to be strong, but to be sweet on the inside. And so much of who we are can come out in our appearance and looking good. So I'm excited to show you that. I'm also going to do something a little differently today. Is we're going to talk about shapewear. So I'm going to first try the dress on without shapewear, and then I'm going to try it on with shapewear and talk about shapewear, because a lot of women are really intimidated by it. They think it's really uncomfortable, but it's actually not that bad when you find the right shapewear. So I found something that I love, and actually SexyPlus carries it, and it's a body wrap. So it's not super constricting, but it just sort of smooths you out and gives you a little bit more of a polished look. So let's see what else. There's another dress that's really similar to the pineapple dress. I also shot this weekend, so it's the lemon dress. So that's the lemon dress. They're the same style, but with a different print. So they're both super fun. Stunning. Oh my goodness, Steph is stunning. Oh my gosh. Can you see her?
Yep, I think
absolutely beautiful.
So just stay there, I'll come close. So this is the new ornate velvet gown by designer Kiona Curves. It's got this velvet in the front and in the back. Mm-hmm. This is so funny. The shoes in the change room are like totally too big for me. I feel like, you know, sorry, I've got my leggings underneath there to make it quick. But yeah, it's got this crushed velvet, or burnout is what they call it, black and navy in the back, and then the front and then the side panels. I would feel, and I mean, when you modeled it last week, mm-hmm. you were saying how you felt so regal in it, right? Yeah. So yeah, and it's got this wrap styling here. So anything that's wrapped, for anybody that's concerned with belly area, wrap styling is good, because it's like one layer over the other that just kind of makes it drape flat, mm-hmm. rather than coming in and emphasizing the belly. Mm-hmm. And it's got, you know, a modest neckline, still a nice V.
A little bit of ruching on the shoulder.
Yeah, anything from Kiona is very well constructed, yep. and superbly designed. Let me see. I'm living for navy this season. Yeah, absolutely, Ivory. Me too. Like anything black and blue.
It's your favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite, and I need to stop going at it, because I should change my blog to the black and blue blog.
Are you sure not black and gold?
Black and gold?
Or that, you remember the last year, that dress? Is it blue and black, or is it gold and white?
Well, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I would have gone for the blue and black. So here's the ornate, guys.
It's beautiful.
I'm just going to quickly change, and then I'll be right back, and I'll allow Sarah to try hers on.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a few more pieces that when I came in today, actually, I saw and I thought were super cute. So this, can you see it? This is a zebra poncho, and it's gorgeous. Ponchos are really big right now.
And it's reversible.
Oh, it's reversible. So you can have, oh, look at that. That's pretty fancy. So that one, that's great for winter, especially because it's getting so cold here in Toronto. This one was mentioned last week, but this is the Extreme Slit Maxi, and it's so hot. You can wear it with tights, or you could wear it just like that. What else do we have? This one I really love as well. This is a little bit difficult to walk around like this, but this dress is gorgeous. Esther modeled this recently, and it's just got so many nice details, ruching in the waist, the nice lace detail, so many great pieces.
And I'm going to pick up where Sarah left off and actually show you a few of the chokers from Katarina Moda's Choker Chick collection. So that's one of them there. So it's got all that rhinestones going on. Hey Keisha, thanks for joining. Nice to see you. Yeah, I just want to show you a few more of Katarina's choker collection. Chokers are in. They're back, and they are so sexy. And we can, if you have a thicker neck, don't worry, we can extend them on the spot for you. So here's another one. You can wear the lace or the gold chain or wear them together. There's all kinds of varieties, right? So for every taste, this is a scalloped lace one. Love it. So you can shop all these chokers. You can browse them on the website under Katarina Moda's Choker Chick collection. Let me see. Oh, there's a fishnet one. The one on top there is one of Katarina's. That's the fishnet one. Sarah modeled one last week with the pineapple dress. It's this one. So it's got like a little pineapple pendant and then a longer stick pendant. So yeah, and we should have another collection from Katarina's selections coming in about a week. But the most recent holiday collection is on the website. Keisha Cole is a plus-size model who just joined the conversation. You can check her out too. She's doing a lot of fabulous work. Oh my God, so many thumbs up. Okay. Oh, Sarah's ready. So here she is. Oh my goodness, I want some pineapple. I want to eat you. So come a little closer. So are you wearing the shapewear in this? Okay, so that kind of blends us into our next segment, everybody. We wanted to talk about shapewear, and I thought that you might like to see a before and after. So here's Sarah without the shapewear, wearing the pineapple dress, which is a bodycon. It's a polyester spandex, you know, stretchy but relatively thin fabric. She still looks fabulous. She still looks awesome. Turn around all the way. Let's see the back. So this is what Sarah looks like. Have a good look. All right, and then we're going to show you the difference with the shapewear. Okay, and so that's something that I wanted to talk about, shapewear. A few years ago, before I knew about shapewear, before I was in this industry, Jennifer says, Sarah, is there anything you don't absolutely rock? Well, she pretty much looks good in everything, but as with every woman and every different body shape, not everything looks good on everybody, and that's okay. You need to pick the styles that work for your shape, your height, your personality as well, right? You need to be authentic when you're wearing something. Anyway, back to shapewear. So a few years ago, before I discovered shapewear, there were a lot of things, because I carry a lot of my weight in the midsection, in the belly, like many of us do, and there were a lot of styles that I thought I couldn't wear because of my own personal comfort level until I discovered shapewear, and that opened up a whole new world for me. Just looking at all your comments here, I'm sorry, there's so many comments, it's hard to keep up. But thank you, though. Thank you for commenting and all those thumbs up. That's crazy. So shapewear opened up a world for me, and all those polyester spandex blends, which is like 90% of what's out there now, because it's an affordable fabric for manufacturers to produce with, is very revealing, kind of like shows the rolls and stuff. So if you're more comfortable, if you want to wear those dresses, but you're more comfortable concealing the belly a little bit, then shapewear is the solution for you. So Sarah's now ready, and she's got the dress on with the shapewear. In Sarah's case, not much of a difference, but you wouldn't model without it.
No.
Right? Do you feel that there's a big difference?
Looking at myself, it looks a little smoother, and I feel better because I feel like I'm straighter up.
And that's the key with shapewear. Nobody needs it. Nobody has to wear it. There are no rules. Mm-hmm. You are beautiful with or without it. Let's just be clear about that. Right? Yeah. There's no requirement to wear shapewear. Some people may say, oh, like she should put some shapewear on. I completely disagree with that. I think that women should wear what makes them feel good, period. However, if shapewear makes you feel better, then you do anything that makes you feel better. As women, we're already too hard on ourselves. So if we can find something that makes us feel better, whether that's wearing shapewear, taking a selfie, getting a new lipstick, putting makeup on, wearing a certain kind of shoe. Even when I was in the corporate world and I would wear, you know, my favorite lingerie pieces underneath when I had a big intimidating meeting, because it just made me feel more powerful. So it's all back to how you feel. If you feel good wearing shapewear, then you go ahead and rock it, and you don't have to make apologies for anybody. And if you don't want to wear it, then you still don't have to make any apologies. So Sarah, turn around, let us see the whole look with the shapewear. What a cute dress, right? Wouldn't this be amazing? Sophia just joined. Thanks for joining, Sophia. Yeah, this dress would be so cute if you're going to a resort during the winter months, right? Going on vacation.
I actually bought it for my birthday party coming up in a couple weeks.
So you're going to rock it in Canada in December, and you don't care.
I just don't care.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, now what we're going to do is Sarah's going to remove the dress, and we're going to show you Sarah in the shapewear alone, just so you can get a look at it. And I'm going to actually show you in the package. So this is the body wrap. This is the brand that we carry, and I've chosen the body wrap. Jennifer asked, how is this for movement? It's actually absolutely wonderful for movement. Yeah. In fact, I'm wearing it every time you've seen me. Every single picture I take, I'm wearing it. I wear mine every day. It's very comfortable, and so let me show you in the package here. So it's the body wrap. There are a few brands out there, but I've decided to carry the body wrap because I find it a great price for the quality and durability. So this is what it looks like. So it's got this super high waist. So I'll just show you here. Mine, for example, see how high it comes up? Way up here, right? So that's what we mean by high waist. And granted, I am petite, but it's a high waist on everybody, yeah. It's got these look like short little midget legs, but they're like a full leg. They go to the knee on me and just above the knee on Sarah, who's 5'11". And it has an opening to pee here, right? So you don't have to struggle in and out of it, because although they stretch over time, a brand new one can be a bit of a workout getting into. And
like I put on a brand new one recently and had no issues.
okay, so let's take a look at Sarah in the shapewear live. Live, yeah, live shapewear demo here.
Here, I'll just, you know, by the fireplace.
Stand by the fireplace, right? We're trying to give you like a boudoir shapewear feel here. So here's the shapewear. So can you turn around? Let us see. So it's got a bit of a different fabric on the bum. Yeah, it's a little bit see-through, but that's on purpose so that your bum, when you're wearing shapewear, has a bit more of a natural feel and jiggle to it. There you go. Thank you. No, thank you, Sarah. We appreciate that. You can see the leg goes to above the knee on Sarah, who, like I said, is 5'11".
And it's adjustable, so if I'm wearing a shorter dress, I'll often roll it up a little bit, just so that it can accommodate a shorter dress, because we all know I love shorter dresses.
Right, and it's like, this is a brand new one, right? And so here's like, I can pull it, it's still, right, still flexible and comfortable. So
it's actually, I remember like growing up wearing shapewear and them being horrible, and you sweat to death in them, and they were super tight. And these are not.
And they would be to your waist, yeah. And then when you would get up or sit down, they would move down. And they would roll. So with the high waist now, they for the most part stay in place. You just tuck it under your bra. Yeah. For me, it stays in place all day. So thank you very much, Sarah, for having the courage to model that for us. Really appreciate it. People are loving your booty. Keisha's asking, if you roll it up, does it dent in the folded area? Well, yeah, if you want to come back. So she's kind of like tucked it under her bra here. I mean, I guess a natural part of it may roll a little bit, but yeah, I haven't really experienced that either. I think, Keisha, when it would dent significantly is if you have an extreme pear shape, or when it would roll, rather. If you have an extreme pear shape, so let's say you're like a 1X on the top and a 3X on the bottom, then that's just physics. It's going to, so it's a little bit more challenging. But the shapewear that they're making now, I don't know if you noticed in Sarah's, has these little straps in the back, so you can feed your bra strap through it, and that helps it stay up. And if it's staying up in the back, it's not going to roll down in the front either. Yeah, Noelle says Sarah rocks. Yeah, I asked her if she would be comfortable modeling some shapewear because, women need to know about this product that, oh, I have to plug in. Excuse me 1 moment. I got a low battery notification. Sorry for the noise. There we go. Good. Yeah, it opened up a world for me to be able to wear things that I otherwise would have felt way too jiggly and self-conscious in. So I am very much pro shapewear. I find that women who discover it and try it on, they just feel like $1,000,000, and that's everything. That's gold, right? It's all about how women feel and making them feel good. So I have the body wrap at SexyPlus. It's in the store and it's on the website too. Sarah's back now. She's fully dressed. Oh, why'd you get dressed? What size does the shapewear come in? Jennifer asks. It comes in. Pardon? Oh, did you? Okay. It comes in XL, which is like 14, 16, all the way to 3X. And I do have a few 4Xs in stock, although the 4X by Body Wrap brand has been discontinued. I do have a few left, and they're real sizes, right? So a 4X would fit about a 26, 28 bottom. So if you do need that size, I would suggest getting in touch as soon as possible so you can grab them while I can still get the available in-stock inventory from the supplier. Francis just shared your video. Thank you so much, Francis. Okay, so that's shapewear. Now let's talk prizes. Okay, so that's a fun part. So last week we had the prize was a $20 SexyPlus gift card, and where is it? Is it over there? Is it? Oh, thank you. Here's my Cynthia Riley. Hi, thanks for joining. So SexyPlus gift card, and so Sarah's going to pick the winner. So we've got, so you may be wondering, how do you enter the contest to win the prize? Every week we have a prize. Sometimes it's a SexyPlus gift card, sometimes it might be something else. What you do is you share this video and then you come back and you comment shared, and it's through that comment that I can capture your entry. So all the people who shared last week's video, their names are in here right now, and Sarah is going to pick our winner for the $20 SexyPlus gift card. They're stuck together. Extreme safety, privacy here going on.
Sarah Taylor's Journey.
You did my joke.
Nicole Rees.
Nicole Rees, you have won a $20 SexyPlus gift card. Masha B, thanks for joining. Long time. So we're just picking the winner now. So Nicole Rees, sorry if that's reversed for you. Nicole Rees, I will get in touch with you. You've won the $20 SexyPlus gift card. And this week's prize, for everybody who shares this video and comes back and comments shared, you're going to be entered to win a $25 SexyPlus gift card. And because you are watching this Facebook Live, you are in on a little secret that the prize will continue to rise by $5 each week all the way until Christmas. So it's going to be 30, 35, 40, and so on. So continue to share the video and support SexyPlus, and also get an entry into the contest to win the gift card. It's a win-win, right? So congratulations. All right. Let's talk about, should you offer smaller so it's tight, or try to your size? Okay, so Zena's asking about shapewear. What I would suggest, Zena, is if you've never tried it before, I would say to order it in the size of your dress size. So if you wear a 1X, get a 1X shapewear. If you've been wearing it for a while and you're very like pro shapewear, bring on the, bring on the support and the, the squeeze, so to speak, then you could go a size smaller. But I wouldn't recommend going a size smaller to start off, because you don't want it to be uncomfortable or too tight. I'm very familiar with it. I've been wearing it for years. And I might wear a smaller one for a night out, and then just my day-to-day ones might be a size bigger that I wear every day. So it's a little bit less of a struggle. Simone Denny says, body wrap is the best shaper I've ever used. Agreed. I love the body wrap. It's honestly one of the best products I ever came across. It helped me a lot with my self-confidence. So Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Keisha is leaving. She's got to go to work. Okay, we'll see you later, Keisha. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, look at that. 100 comments so far. Wow.
Thanks. That's my love.
Okay, upcoming guests. So November 29th next week we have Lisa, plus size blogger Mustang Sally 2, who we love. Yeah, she is a definite trailblazer. And then December 6th we have Sophia Apostle. So she's a body positive life coach, helping women to stop waiting and start dating. So we're going to talk about how she helps women dating as plus size women.
I've actually been able to talk to her about dating now that I'm dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been very helpful, so I definitely look her up if you're
and I think
in the dating world.
It's there's not a lot of coaching and advice that specific out there, right? There's life coach, there's Tony Robbins and such, right? But to have that very specific, unique, and tender angle about dating as a plus size woman, confidence, things that you might encounter. So Sophia's definitely got a lot to say on that, and we look forward to having her. December 13th, we're going to have plus size model and makeup artist Jody Pollock. So she has modeled for SexyPlus quite a few times. She walked the runway in Montreal Plus Fashion Week. Actually, if you go to the SexyPlus Clothing YouTube channel, Simone walked in that one as well. So did Katerina. So did you, Sarah. You'll see the SexyPlus segment from Montreal Plus Fashion Week, and you can catch Jody along with a bunch of other models.
It was fierce on the runway.
Yeah, well, they were all fierce. Sarah DeMello with the ending there in the lingerie piece. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can go to SexyPlus Clothing YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/SexyPlus Clothing, and go through the videos. The Facebook Lives are also there. Katerina says, put away the ice cap. Well, Katerina, I tried because I went to take a sip before, but I tried to take a sip, but it's frozen in the straw, so look.
There's no action there.
No action. Nothing's coming out.
Starting my life.
And then December 20th, we have Simone Denny. And as I was preparing these notes to talk about my upcoming guest, I was like, okay, I'm going to introduce her as a Canadian artist and Juno Award winner. And then I asked her by text, how should I introduce you? And she said, and I quote, singer, performer, crazy black chick, fashion addict, new to the plus modeling curve scene. So that's how Simone wraps it up. Yeah, she's an amazing individual too. I met her at the Body Confidence Canada Awards last year and reached out to her and said, hey, can I sponsor you in a dress for SexyPlus Clothing for your upcoming event? And we've just been working together and collaborating ever since. So again, another fabulous connection. And she was in Montreal, and we had a great time walking the streets of Montreal late at night looking for curd cheese. So that's the lineup of my guests on the Facebook Live for the next few weeks. Okay, upcoming events. Black Friday, everybody. Black Friday. Yeah, so at SexyPlus, what's happening? Well, all day Friday, it'll be buy one, get one half on everything.
It's a pretty big deal.
So, yeah, so I'm just going to show you what everything is. Like lingerie, holiday dresses, designer dresses. Someone says all about the Montreal cheese. Designer styles behind me, work appropriate, cardigans like the beautiful blue one I'm wearing. So yeah, Black Friday, this Friday, buy one, get one half on the entire store. Come and check that out. And then that evening, a very special, lovely event is a meetup presented by Crave Boudoir Photography. So Crave Boudoir, obviously specializing in boudoir photography. Samantha's done some fabulous work with a lot of women that I know, and every time I see her images, I just melt. I'm just in love. You've worked with her. So that she describes it as a body positivity meetup brought to you by Crave Boudoir. Join us for an inspiring session featuring leaders in the body positivity movement. So you'll be speaking.
Yep.
Can you tell us about what, or is it top secret?
in a nutshell, we'll be talking about confidence as well as my experience with boudoir and how it helped me in my confidence and feeling like a sexy woman. Because that was something that I had learned how to be confident, but the whole being sexy and oozing that was a little bit different for me, and she helped to bring it out a little bit. So it'll be a bit about that.
And I find that as women, we can be Simone this Friday. We can be in and out of touch with that sexiness, right? There's times where you're kind of feeling it, and there's times when you're not.
Yeah.
And I think that you need to put in a little bit of effort to stay in touch with it, because it is part of your femininity. It's part of who you are as a woman. For a long time, I wore lingerie, and then I stopped wearing it because my husband Howard wasn't really into it, didn't really give me the impression that it was interesting to him. So I stopped wearing it for a few years, and what I realized was that kind of had a negative effect on me. And I asked him, I said, look at where I work, look at what I have access to. Like, you want, like, latex or lace or leather or straps or innocent or sheer. I got it all. What do you want? He's like, meh. You know what I mean? So I just kind of lost touch with it, and I think that affected my sexuality, my libido. And then after a few years, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to put on a piece for me, and it ended up having very good effects on both of us. So even though he wasn't able to necessarily articulate his interest, he definitely showed it.
And actions speak louder than words.
Right? And so because, I saw that reaction from him, thanks for the thumbs up, people, it had a good effect on me, and then that kind of snowballed onto both of us. So some guys, they come in here with their wives, they're like totally into it. Babe, try this, try that. But what I'm saying is that even if your guy isn't, you still maybe need to do it for yourself. And your own sexuality and your own femininity and sensuality. It's part of who we are as women.
I saw it also as kind of taking back who I was. A lot of my story, I talk about being married before, and I was married to somebody who was emotionally and sexually abusive and put me down a lot. So whenever I wore lingerie, it wasn't a good experience. It was like, why are you even bothering? But it had such an impact on my confidence because it was like being put down. So for me, shooting with Crave and putting on a piece of lingerie was so liberating and really taking a piece of myself back.
And having to relearn the feeling that should be associated with lingerie versus the one that was, right?
And replacing old bad memories with amazing new ones.
Yeah. Andrea, thank you. Good question regarding Black Friday. I'm unable to do the buy one, get one half for technical reasons online, but I'm so glad you mentioned it, because I forgot to mention that for online shoppers, you'll get 25% off your purchase over 100 with code Black Friday. Okay, and all these notes and everything we've talked about in this video, I will update afterwards and put it in the comments on top of this very video, so you'll be able to see all that there. So 25% off, which is an equivalent savings to the buy one, get one half online with code Black Friday. So thank you very much for that question, Andrea. So back to Crave Boudoir. So Samantha is inviting everybody to come shop, listen to Sarah, and also Sophia is going to speak at this event on Friday evening. And she's also having it catered. It's a pay what you can event. So just to help cover some of the costs would be appreciated, and that goes back to Samantha. So it's this Friday, November 25th. So you can come earlier and shop the Black Friday sale. The Black Friday sale will continue throughout the evening as well. The event itself is from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And you can RSVP by emailing info@craveboudoir.com. Spaces are limited. Yeah, spaces are limited, so you do need to RSVP because, space, we want to get all cozy and everything, but we don't want to be too crowded in here. So that's it. I love it. Problem is, it never stays on long enough around the hubby. Well, that's the point, Teresa. That's successful lingerie. Some lingerie is just meant to be torn and worn once, right? So In case I didn't catch all your comments, I will review afterwards and answer you. If you have any questions for myself or for Sarah, just put them in the comments here. Another reminder to please share. That wraps up our show for tonight. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. There's Katarina, info@creyboudoir.com. So RSVP there. Looking forward to seeing you Friday for a very intimate and cozy evening here at SexyPlus Clothing. Thank you, Sarah, for joining tonight and for bringing me my ice cap, which froze. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Love you so much. Bye.